I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is where you want to be?
Well, I was planning on visiting her, but when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Beats me. It doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
All right.
Hey, sorry, but I need your advice again. Let's meet up after art club like we did the other day. Don't tell anyone else about this, okay? I'm still torn on studying abroad. My dad's trying to make all my decisions for me. He chose the school I'd go to, the dorm I'd live in. He even bought my plane ticket already. And I haven't actually agreed to go through with it yet either. He's been like this ever since we argued about the art club. It's like he's suddenly trying to be more understanding. It's weird. Well, being a doctor is something I think about a lot. If I do end up studying abroad now and become an artist, there's no turning back, is there? Then I could never be a doctor. My teachers, my friends, and especially you. Everyone's been so supportive, and I know what you must be thinking. A chance to study abroad? What an opportunity. Sorry, it seems like all I ever do is complain to you, but I always feel a lot better after talking to you, so thanks. Now I don't even know what I really want to do. In times like this, I turn to the heavens. I have to head to the bookstore. You can go on without me. I'm buying a fortune-telling book and reading the whole thing in one night.
Sorry for taking so long. I wanted to buy something to use as a secret ingredient in my cooking. But I couldn't really decide, and I wasn't sure how to use whatever I'd buy. Yes, you're right. I haven't even gotten the basics down yet. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. First thing I need to do is find something that I can actually make. I'm still having a lot of trouble getting things right, but I can't give up yet. Not after all your support. And it's not like I have any other redeeming qualities. No, that's not true at all. I mean, everyone in our group works hard, and beyond that, I think you all have something that you're good at. Not me. I mean, I guess I'm sort of good with machines, but that's it. It's honestly not worth mentioning. Really, I just happen to like them. It's not exactly something worth boasting about. When I was little, I remember my dad's hobby was to work on complicated sound equipment. He'd fix things like broken amplifiers or headphones that only played sound on one side. I've always loved watching him work on those things. That's probably why I was drawn to working with machines in the first place. But I don't think that would be very useful to repay everyone's kindness. Plus, if we do ever have any technical needs, like when we're fighting, then we've always got the Kirijo group's support. Not to mention that I'm kind of embarrassed about it all. I mean, it's not a very feminine hobby. Later. Thank you. I sure seem to talk about my problems a lot, huh? I wonder why it's so easy talking to you. I feel like you stop me from being so negative all the time. Actually, I might owe a lot to you in that sense. Oh, it's getting late. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much. Let's go home.
Sorry for making you come all the way up here. Well... would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now. It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it. I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then. I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai. Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you. Thank you for this. Now then, please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point. Hiya! I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here. You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai. I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you. Yes, I gave it my all. Although, it is still frustrating to see such a difference in our skills. I don't know what decision you'll make in the end, but as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime? Thank you. I'll get closer to beating you. Just wait. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm. Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward. I used to think I didn't have a place to call home, but I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward. That's why I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying. And that means I need to do my best, too. I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me. I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget. Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger, too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute.
Junpei-kun?
Ah, hey Fuka.
What brings you here?
Nothing really. I've been coming here a bunch lately.
Is that sketchbook?
Oh, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met. What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
I am?
Honestly, you were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else. I can't even describe it.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself. I mean, just the other day I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work, aren't I?
That's not true.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuka,
That's why I want to protect everyone. After all, the Dark Hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it? But our persona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
true to yourself. You're really something, Fuka. Let's fight together.
Okay.
Hey, it's me. You got a sec? Morning! I've got good news. Aigis is coming back today. Mitsuru-senpai said her injuries are all healed up. We're meeting in the lounge tonight. Don't forget, okay? See ya.
I've returned, everyone. Sorry to have worried you all.
Man, it's good to see you. It's been a whole month, you know? I was getting nervous.
Me too. I was afraid I wouldn't see you again. I'm just a machine. I can always be rebuilt. Even if I'm completely destroyed, my programming data would still exist.
Come on, don't talk about yourself like that.
I was told she'd need another week for a complete recovery, but I had the work expedited. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Mitsuru-san visited me while I was at the lab. I heard what happened. You've all been through so much. Have you been well? Well, given the circumstances, I'd assume not. I'm sorry. I could have done so much more. 10 years ago, what I did to you was... But if I hadn't done what I did to you, you wouldn't be suffering like this. As for what Ryoji-kun said, have you already made your decision? I have a favor to ask. Tomorrow, when Ryoji-kun comes back, please, kill him. I can't bear to see you all suffer like this. If you're in this much pain, I beg you, choose to surrender your memories. Even if it means forgetting everything and everyone.
I guess, what are you talking about?
Yeah, seriously. This is not like you.
What is it, Aigis?
Why? Why did I come back here? My duty is to protect people from shadows. But now, it's clear that I can't defeat them. What am I even doing here? No matter how hard I try, I can't even shed a tear for you. I guess.
Why do you try to fight when you know it's hopeless? Why risk everything when it will only lead to suffering? You're all just throwing away your lives. I don't understand.
We're not throwing away our lives. In fact, our eyes are set on the future. Isn't that right?
Right.
I don't understand. Perhaps it's because I lack a life of my own.
It's got nothing to do with having a life.
I'm a machine created to protect humans from shadows, but I can't carry out that duty with the power I have. So what is my purpose now? I just don't know, and no one can give me an answer.
Well, yeah, you don't have the answers. The meaning of life or death isn't something someone else can just teach you. Making your own decisions is hard, no matter who you are. No choice is perfect, you know? But as long as we're alive, we gotta do something. When you see someone going through the same thing you're going through, you just want to help them. That's how we plan on getting through this. Maybe that wasn't the best explanation, but that's the idea.
That's the idea?
When I saw you collapse, I realized something. I want to protect you, I guess. I don't want to forget about you.
Fuka-san.
There are times when you'll lose sight of your purpose and you'll have to search for it. But if you can't find it again, then what you need is to seek out a new purpose. I'm not really one to talk, but I feel like I've learned something important this year. To truly live is to be willing to change. And we have to make those choices for ourselves.
Do you think I'll be able to change too?
You have changed so much. Haven't you noticed? You've even started speaking like a real human.
I understand what my purpose is now. I'm a machine with the directive to live, and the one issuing this new command is me. I'll stare fear in the face and choose to live. This is the promise I've made to myself. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but perhaps that's a part of living too.
Yeah, it sure is.
Will you allow me to join you in this fight?
You kidding? Of course! You've always been one of us.
Thank you. From now on, I stand with all of you, no matter what happens.
Yeah!
Hey, it's been a while. Midnight's just around the corner. When it hits, I'll lose this form. And I won't be me anymore. So, have you made a decision? Then, I'll be waiting in his room until midnight. Come see me when you have your answer.
Ryoji-kun.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't let the fact that you have to kill me influence your decision. Like I said, I'm gonna disappear either way. I don't have any hang-ups about dying, so you don't need to worry about me. Alright. I'll be waiting.
Have you made your decision? I see. Have the rest of you decided?
No need to ask me.
You know how I feel.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't on board.
I'm with the rest of you.
I'm on board too.
I've made my decision as well.
Sounds like we're all on the same page.
Better let him know then, okay?
Hey, it's been a long time since we talked like this in your room. Though back then, I had a different form and a different name. It seems like you all decided to let me live. You're all going to risk your lives on a battle you can't win. But they're not the ones here right now. You are. I'll say this one more time. If you kill me, Tartarus, the Dark Hour, and the memories of your battles will all disappear. Tomorrow, you'll wake up as a normal high school student. You'll be able to live in peace until the moment of the fall. But if you let me live, you'll spend every waking moment until that day dreading your inevitable death. Nyx can't be defeated. It's pointless to fight her. Are you still thinking, or have you already made up your mind? I guess I wasn't able to change your mind. There's still some time until midnight. I didn't want to have to show you this, but I have no choice. Do you see? I am not human. I will bring death to this world until I am finally satiated. There is no need to hesitate over killing me. Now, consider this very carefully. Is confronting Nyx really what everyone wants? Some things in this world cannot be changed. That's something you can't comprehend. Memories are not set in stone. Old ones can be replaced with new ones, creating a new reality. Don't you think you should put a stop to everyone's pain and suffering? It's up to you. Only you can make this decision. Now, this is your last chance. Tell me your answer. I understand. As sad as I am to hear it, it's your life. You're free to do what you want with it. I'll respect your decision. Let's get back to the others. I need to tell you guys how to confront Nyx.
Yo, what's up, Ryoji?
It's a painful decision, but it's yours to make.
That's right.
But it's impossible to defeat Nyx.
We'll go as far as we can. We have to try.
You're the only one saying it's impossible. Personally, I don't care if it is.
All right, then. It's almost midnight, so I'll make this short. I should tell you where to find Nyx. She's at the very top of Tartarus. On the promised day, you have to make your way to the top of the tower.
The promise day.
It's exactly 1 month from tomorrow, January 31st, 2010. On that day, Nyx will descend to Tartarus, and that's when the world will end.
1 month?
Tartarus is a gigantic rift in the night sky. It acts as a beacon to guide Nyx. With the Apprizer's arrival, Nyx learns that the way has been prepared, and she begins her descent. And with her, she brings the demise.
That explains why it's called the Tower of Demise. So what you're saying is, we can fight Nyx if we reach the top?
That's right. But remember, after today, you'll be fighting against eternal despair. I've said it before, but Nyx can't be defeated. When you come face to face with her, you'll finally understand why. And then, you'll realize exactly what you're trying to stand against.
We understand. You don't need to keep telling us. 1 month from now, January 31st. We won't forget.
Well, I'll be going then. I want to leave you while I'm still in this form.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess I'm sorry for all the pain and suffering I put you through.
I won't forget that you were my enemy. And my friend.
I guess.
Thank you. This is probably the last time we'll get to see each other like this, but I'll always be watching over you. Well, so long then. Best wishes in the coming year. That's what you say on New Year's Eve, right? See ya.
That punk.
We have 1 month until January 31st. We'll get through this together. Good morning. Oh, and, Happy New Year.
Yeah, let's make it a good one.
Happy New Year to you too, Koro.
Oh man. I totally overslept. Why'd I stay up all night watching that stupid movie? It was about zombies in Italy or something. Anyone else catch it?
Why would I watch something like that?
Is anyone gonna visit the shrine?
I already stopped by enough shrines on my jogs. I'd say I'm covered.
Yeah, I'll pass. I don't want to deal with the New Year's traffic.
Oh, that's too bad. Yukari-san and the others are already there. Apparently, Mitsuru-san got kimonos for all of them.
Kimonos, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna run to the store.
Hold it.
Huh?
You're going to the shrine? I thought you didn't want to go through the trouble.
No, I'm not. I'm just going for a walk.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't have anything better to do, so I'll tag along.
Oh, I'll go too!
Well, look at that. Turns out we all want to go after all.
Where is it?
Oh, I have directions.
Sweet.
Happy New Year! Let's all give it our best. Anyhow, you guys are late. We were just about to leave.
Yucatan.
What?
Happy New Year. What's the matter, Iori?
Kirijo-senpai, you look amazing. I feel like I'm... What's this feeling?
Excuse me.
Happy New Year, everyone! I've never worn a kimono before. My obi isn't crooked, is it?
Luca, wow, you look just... wow.
Hey, come on!
This traditional clothing is quite interesting. However, it's difficult to move in.
Ai-chan, considering what you usually wear, that looks even more amazing on you.
Is that so? What is this odd sensation I feel?
I'm so glad I came. Best New Year ever.
Junpei-san, why are you acting so strange?
Man, what a beautiful first dream of the new year. Right, Sonata-san?
Yeah, I guess so.
By the way, aren't you guys cold?
Yeah, a little. But I think it's kind of helping me wake up.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Junpei-san said you don't have any other layers.
Other layers?
Wow, aren't you just a great role model for Amada-kun?
No, wait! Ouch!
What did you wish for, Fuka?
I wished for a great year. I know it sounds boring, but that's what I really want.
That's what I wished for as well.
We all wished for the same thing.
However, I'm not praying for divine help. There's nothing to worry about. I have the utmost certainty that we can do this.
Yeah, I know we can.
We should get going.
All right. I think it's finally time for me to pay you back for everything.
I see you two are together again today.
Kurosawa-san, I don't usually see you around here. Is there something wrong?
No, I'm just helping patrol the area. You might have noticed already, but the city's been feeling a little different lately. We can't be sure what'll happen. Make sure not to stay out too late.
Thanks. You be careful too.
I will. At any rate, this is perfect timing. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Recently, your friend here's been bothering me about my work. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm hoping you might have an idea.
What are you talking about? Even if that were true, Kurosawa-san wouldn't buy that. We all know he's as stubborn as a mule. It'd be faster to just come clean and apologize.
I'm right here, you know. I've had my eye on this guy for a long time, but I have to say, he's changed a lot this past year. Is this your doing? If it is, then I hope you'll keep looking after him. He has a tendency to get himself into trouble when you're not watching. Oh, and just to illustrate what I mean, at the end of last year we had an incident where a large number of gang members were found knocked out at Naganaki Shrine. It seemed to be the result of a fight, but no matter who we asked, they all claimed it was their own fault. The attacker is still unknown. We thought it might have been a clash with another gang in the area, but some of our sources suggest there were only 2 culprits. The most surprising part is no one found at the scene had any actual injuries. It's kind of unbelievable considering their sheer numbers. Whoever did it must have been pretty skilled. But in the end, the victims were just a group of infamous punks. They probably pushed their luck one too many times and got what was coming to them. It's very likely the other side acted in self-defense. And with no injuries, we probably don't need to pursue this case any further. I have no idea why the two of you would look so relieved to hear this. I may be an officer of the law, but I'm a human being first. If there are those with integrity who know how to use the power they're given, then I'm not above helping that cause.
I think I'm starting to see the path I need to take. Thank you, Kurosawa-san.
I haven't done anything to deserve thanks. I was just musing to myself. Things may have turned out fine this time, but you'd better avoid pulling a stunt like that again. Nowadays, it's becoming more common for goons like them to carry guns. Maybe it's inevitable given how connected the world is, but things just seem more dangerous lately.
Yeah, guns are pretty common in other parts of the world. Not to mention all the tough fighters abroad. Living abroad, though. Now that's a thought. I'll have a lot of freedom once I graduate. It might be fun to see how far my fist can take me.
There he goes again. Jokes aside, you certainly get a lot of opportunities when you're young. I do miss that sometimes. Maybe the 3 of us can get together for a drink someday. Well, I'll be on my way.
Someday, huh? You know, I've had to do a lot of thinking about the future lately, what with entrance exams and all. No matter what path I take, I intend to keep on fighting. But I'm sure there are some things out there I won't be able to do alone. That's why someday, I want to become a leader just like you. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got a job to do before that. I'm gonna protect you and all my friends. I'm gonna fight for our futures. And I'm gonna be the big brother she'd be proud of. That reminds me, I should give these to you before I forget. Go ahead and use those if you want. I'll teach you how to wrap them later. No particular reason, but if you have those on, they'll stabilize your grip on your weapon during battles. Just take them for now. They're what let me use my fists to their full potential. In a way, you do the same thing for me. All right? How about we end the night on a high note with some good eating? Anything goes today, so don't be shy. I'll be taking care of the check. Do I? Kurosawa-san told me it'd put us on better terms if I said that. Well, I'll work on it. You and I will be going strong for years to come. Just call this a practice run. All right, let's go.
Koromaru, I'm back!
Koromaru, you're so warm.
Don't get sick, okay, Koromaru? Lots of people haven't been looking so good lately.
They say if you smile when you gargle, you won't get infected. And if your feet get too cold, you'll catch depression. So bundle up when you sleep.
Okay, see you guys later!
Quite exciting over here. Well, it's been different around town lately, don't you think? So many people with dead looks in their eyes. Not to mention the wild stories going around. I couldn't help but worry, so I came to check in on you. But it looks like I had nothing to worry about. So that's enough of that for now. Next time, I'll bring some snacks, all right?
Oh, there they are. Ooh, I'm beat. And it's been getting chillier, too. Ah, right. Do you know how to play shogi, young man? Is that so? Then Koromaru can lend you a helping paw. What? Well then, shall we begin? I don't have anyone to play with these days. This is going to be fun. Hey, hold it! Mora-chan, it's too early for that hint.
What's going on over here?
Oh, pardon us. We are right in front of the entrance, aren't we?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Of course. This is a student dorm, right? And does that mean you'll leave this place one day too, young man? I see. Well, Koromaru, looks like the next batch of students will look after you too. Life may be filled with goodbyes, but they never get any easier. What?
That was a good move.
So what? We're just getting started. That was a good match. I'll have to stop by again. Until next time, you two. And to that lovely lady over there, adieu.
Moving out of the dorms. That would be some point after we finish our fight. It's hard to even imagine right now, but it's something we'll have to face in the future. After all, we're fighting so we can even have a future. Don't you worry, Koromaru. Everyone will love you.
Oh no! My shogi pieces.
Is that the old man from earlier?
Koromaru-san looks quite happy. We'll wait for you here. Please enjoy yourself as much as you like. School resumes again tomorrow, doesn't it? I'm actually looking forward to it. I see everything so differently now. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps we could walk home together after classes tomorrow. I'd like to experience the town alongside you. Welcome back, Koromaru-san. What is that you have there? It has been a while since we attended class. The teachers and our classmates seem to be doing well. By the way, did you notice that Junpei-san was missing? I saw him head for the rooftop before afternoon classes started. Perhaps he decided to skip the first day of the semester?
Oh, sorry. I don't really have a reason to be up here. I just sort of felt like it. Only to find Junpei here as well.
I guess I just felt the urge myself. Maybe we've been through so much together that our wavelengths are in sync.
That's just your imagination. If I'm on the same wavelength as Junpei, I'd better change the channel. Anyhow, it's so nice today, isn't it? The wind's a little chilly, but the fresh breeze feels great.
Looking from here, the view ain't that bad.
It's familiar scenery, but I guess that's why it's so calming. The end almost doesn't feel real.
People have been passing out and disappearing out of nowhere lately, huh?
They've been talking about a lot of shadow-related incidents on the news, too. Mitsuru-senpai said it's because there are too many shadow victims. The memory revision can't keep up.
I don't really get it. This is all 'cause of Nyx, huh? Feels like the world's hit rock bottom. There's even weird cults popping up. I guess this won't be one of those, oh, it was just a dream moments.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna try and act cool and say things like, I want to protect everyone, but I couldn't handle it if the time we spent together disappeared.
Yep. In fact, the tales of the amazing battles I survived should be handed down through every generation forever.
Look who's talking. Weren't you the one who was sulking and giving us a hard time?
Well, that was the passion of my youth. You know, I've matured since. You think so too, right, dude? Hell yeah! I'm gonna make the final ball a home run.
Don't spoil him. He's gonna let it go to his head again. I'm not one to talk, though. I got stuck in my own head and acted out, too. I wonder if I've grown since then. I mean, it used to be just the three of us, right?
If you'd asked me back then, I never would have guessed it'd come to this.
We've all been through so much this year.
Well, yeah, but you gotta look on the bright side. Our friendship is way stronger now, isn't it?
Don't say that with such a straight face. You're embarrassing me. But I guess it hasn't been too bad. We've gotten this far together, so let's see it through to the end.
Yeah, let's send them packing. And those two guys from Strega haven't made a move, but you know they gotta be planning something. We gotta take care of them, too. Let's show them what C's 2F's trio can do! Now that I got you guys, I feel way more pumped!
Oh! I just remembered, Junpei. You never gave me back that CD. In fact, you never return anything you borrow.
What? Oh, yeah. That. Do you have to bring it up now?
I find myself coming here a lot lately. Before, I couldn't understand the benefits of coming to these shrines, but lately that's changed. This is also where we met Koromaru-san last summer. He waited here until we found him, even though he knew his master had died. I can understand why now. What drives people isn't necessarily facts, but feelings. He knew for a fact that his master had died, that his feelings of wanting to be with him made him stay. I feel the same. I recognized the fact that I can't protect you, but I came back anyway. Subconsciously, I was acting based on my emotions rather than logic. I was so confused at the time that I didn't notice it, but it's true. The parameters governing my behavior seem to have been updated during my time with you. Oh, I misspoke. I mentioned what drives people. But of course, Koromaru-san and myself aren't people. Sorry.
See, on cleaning duty today is Uraga-senpai and you. Thanks for your help.
Alright, we're out of here. Okay, let's make this quick. This room's smaller than my bedroom, but it's still surprisingly big. Let's take a break. So, I've decided that I'm going to study abroad. To be honest, I'm not really excited about it. But I already told my teacher I don't want to be a doctor, so Do you want something to drink? It's on me. Oh, I almost forgot. Did you want something cold, or maybe... Hey, look out! Hey, hang in there. Can you hear me? You're awake! Oh, thank goodness. I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up, so I don't see any cuts on your head, so I don't think you'll need stitches. Can you remember your name? Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Really, it's such a relief. Well, your pupils aren't dilated, so I don't think you have a concussion. I was worried that when you fell, you hit your head or your face, and Anyway, do you remember what happened? The box. I was the one who put it up there. We have a maid who cleans our house, so I don't do much cleaning myself. And I just got lazy and put it up there. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. All I could think about was what would happen if you didn't wake up. I was so scared. I felt so helpless seeing my friend in trouble and not being able to do anything. I'm not a doctor. When I was younger, my dad told me a sad story about how he lost a good friend. He just collapsed one day, even though they played together all the time. Seeing you lying there, I understood how my dad must have felt losing someone he was so close to. Do I want to be a doctor? But I'd be doing exactly what my dad wants. Sorry, we should get going. Can you walk? Here, you can lean on me.
Oh, there you are. We're all going to Hagakure. Wanna come? Wow, that was easy. Sonata-san's buying today. You remember that bet we made in Yakushima? Ah, you probably forgot all about it by now. Well, you won in the end, even if it was Aigus. But whatever, Sonata-san still lost, right? Even if it took me like 6 months to make him admit it. Come on, everyone else already left. We got a jet.
Everyone's okay with the special, right? Okay. 5 specials, please.
Man, this is awesome! Sonata-san's never treated us all to ramen before.
I'll accept that I lost, but why do I have to treat all of you?
You're still going on about that? Come on, Sonata-san, a bet's a bet. You gotta pay up.
All right, all right. I never said I wouldn't. What's wrong, I guess? You doubting me too?
No, but have you seen the magazine on the counter? The headline caught my attention.
What magazine?
This one, Emergence of a Messiah. The charismatic one speaks.
Oh, it must be about that doomsday cult. They're all over the internet, too.
Huh. Hmm? Hey, look at this photo. Check out their so-called messiah.
What the? Is that Takaya?
I thought something was up. So, it's Strega after all. I just lost my appetite.
Listen. Mankind is currently imprisoned by the sins of hate and anger. But soon, a savior will descend upon this world to break the chains that bind us and lift us to new heights. This great being is known as Nyx. I have beheld her glory, and she has blessed me with power beyond belief. When Nyx arrives, there will be no more pain, no more suffering. Humanity shall be freed.
How the hell does he know about Nyx?
Wait, he's saying that Nyx will save the world? But that's a lie.
I don't think that even matters. This is all just a game to him.
That bastard.
But there are those who do not understand the truth, even though they have also been granted her blessing. They have acquired the same power as I, yet they abuse it for their own personal gain. These miscreants are the ones to blame for the recent tragedies that have been plaguing our streets.
Wait, is he talking about us? Right. Sorry. But can you blame me? And what do they mean by the charismatic one? Why is he suddenly a celebrity?
Well, apparently Jin was already pretty well known on the internet. He's probably good at influencing public perception.
Yeah, I bet he orchestrated Takaya's rise to fame by building his brand like a celeb. Those two make me sick.
Brothers and sisters, I shall go forth to make preparations for Nyx's arrival. But do not fear those evildoers who desecrate their gifts. Nyx shall right their wrongs. May your hearts be filled with peace as you await your salvation. Blessed are those who take joy in the coming of Nyx. The revolution is upon us, my brethren.
Revolution? People can't seriously be buying this crap, can they?
Perhaps the power of an exceptionally charismatic individual is the only way to change this nebulous future. That's the end of the article. It appears Strega disappeared again after the interview.
Well, there's only one place they could have gone. Tartarus. They're just wasting everyone's time.
Still, it seems they've managed to shift the atmosphere of the entire city, even if they don't say it out loud. People must be scared inside.
Yeah, they probably are. Why else would anyone believe this nonsense? It's not normal.
Believing what you hear is a choice. There's no real way for them to know what's true.
Well, no wonder it feels like the world's ending. We're all gonna die.
But is that so unusual? All life will eventually come to an end. Does Nyx's involvement change that in some way? Death is a natural occurrence in the cycle of life. Don't all humans realize this?
I guess.
Tell you the truth, I never even would have thought about my own death if none of this happened. But we're already here, so why don't we just leave it at that? Our target is Nyx. If Strega gets in our way, we'll deal with them too. That's all there is to it.
Agreed. We'll probably run into them in Tartarus anyway. No matter how you look at it, they want us out of the picture.
Promise Day's almost here, huh?
Yeah.
We need to do all we can until then.
Alright. And first things first, we're gonna need lots of energy. Let's eat! Excuse me! I'll add a Hagakure bow to the list! You don't mind, right, Sonata-san?
Oh, Junpei, didn't you say you were eating half of Aigis' food too?
Don't worry, I'm starving.
You better eat it all.